before we get into the nitty-gritty of this, it's not the position that makes the leader, it's the leader that makes the position. How many of you know people that are in a management leadership position but are not leaders? You know what I'm talking about? We all know people like that. Clearly not leaders. And in contrast, how many of you know people that are not in a leadership position? They don't have the title, but they are clearly leaders. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the title, right? It's not the title. You have achieved excellence as a leader when people will follow you everywhere, if only out of curiosity. You probably all know people in the fitness industry that everything they touch turns to gold, and you just want to be around them because you know it's going to be good, whatever it is they do, right? And you want to be that kind of leader, that kind of manager, that people just want to work for you because of who you are, because they know you'll always create great things. You'll always be the type of manager and leader that inspires and empowers. An example in the fitness industry would be someone like Jay Blahnik. Do you guys know Jay Blahnik? Anyone know him? Yeah. He's like the kind of guy, it's like, if Jay calls me and says, hey Sherry, I'm working on this, yes Jay, I don't care what it is, yes. Whatever you say, I'll be involved in it because I know it's going to be good because he's always doing really, really cool things and really great things in the fitness industry. You want to be that kind of person that, you know, when you call someone up, hey, do you want to work for me? Hey, do you want to do this with me? You want, yes, whatever you say, I know it's going to be awesome. You know, I know it's going to be a great ride. It's going to be a fabulous journey. You want to be that kind of person. So let's go through my top 10 pieces to the puzzle, right? The top 10 traits and qualities that you need to exude as a great leader and manager to manage this group of people that are working for you. Number one, and I put this number one because I really believe it to be true, and that is your character as a fitness leader, as a fitness manager. Let me tell you a story. I had a client in Vancouver, BC, and he runs this multi-million-dollar company that he inherited from his father, and it was just a small little business, and he's grown it to this huge empire. And I remember one day I was training with him, and he goes, you know, Sherry, it's really funny because I can't believe the amount of growth that I've experienced in my company because, you know, in all truth, I'm as dumb as a goat. He's like, I don't know anything about how this business runs. You know, he goes, I just really, you know, very early on in my career, I realized that I didn't know a lot. I got ADD, I can't focus, you know, da-da-da. He's like, so I just hired really great people, and I take good care of them. And then they know everything about my company, and I trust them, and they trust me, and we have this great relationship. And, you know, it's interesting because I see him at, like, his company parties or at his company, and he literally, he walks in and he goes, I really don't do anything all day. Like, I walk in, I just go hug people, you know, I give them high fives, you know, and that's what he does all day. He's just really walking around the business, taking care of people, getting to know people's kids' names and their spouses' names, and, oh, how was your vacation this weekend, da-da-da. And he goes, it's incredible because these people work so hard, and they have been able to create this empire because I really didn't do any of it. And, you know, you see him at the company parties, and he's on the dance floor dancing like he's this old man. He's just, like, goofy, and he gives people big hugs, and everyone loves him. And you can see that, you know, that's the kind of person that you will, you know, work hard and stay late and come in early and bend over backwards because you just love the person, their character, their integrity, their honesty, their ability to inspire and empower. You know that they love you, and therefore you love them, and it makes you want to work really hard for them. And, you know, he's just a perfect example of someone who, you know, really doesn't have a lot of skill. If you read this quote right here, leadership is a potent combination of skill and character. Yeah, you need to know what you're doing, pretty much for most of us, right? We kind of need to know a little bit of what we're doing, and character. But if you have to be without one, if you had to choose, be without skill. Like my client, right? He really didn't have a lot of skill, but incredible, impeccable character, and everyone else around him made up for the lack of skill, right? So go through that list and just, you know, ask yourself, how can I be a better person? And if I strive to be a better person, I will inspire my team to be better people, and we can't lose, right? As a company, as a department, we can't lose when we just have incredible people inspired and empowered to do and be great in everything that we do.